Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this video, we'll take a look at CINAHL, the Cumulative Index to Nursing and Allied Health Literature, one of the best databases for nursing and health sciences research. To get started, from the BC homepage, click Services and Resources, scroll down, and then click Library, scroll down again, click Research, and then you're going to want to click Find All of Our Databases with A to Z Databases. And you can either type CINAHL here, as I'm doing, or you could simply click the C and be taken to all the databases with C. But just to make it easier, I'm just going to search for CINAHL, and then you're going to want to click CINAHL Complete. It is currently the second choice. Then, once you are prompted, sign in with your BC credentials so that you can fully access all of the resources and tools. On the CINAHL main page, you'll be taken automatically to the advanced search option. So you can enter your keywords. For example, I'm just going to use patient safety. Or perhaps you might want to look for infection prevention or whatever other topic you might need to be studying. And similar to other databases, you can combine like terms with the Boolean operators and, or not, to narrow or broaden your results. If you want to specifically look for exact phrases, you could also put them in quotation marks. But before you hit your search, there are a ton of filters that CINAHL offers you. So there's full text, which pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure that everything retrieves will be full text. The references in the abstract can be provided in addition to the article themselves. Peer-reviewed, it restricts your search to scholarly articles reviewed by experts. A research article is going to show studies reporting original data and methods. And you'll also notice there's an exclude pre-CINAHL option or search only pre-CINAHL. For these, what that's going to do is that for a while there was a temporary index for new articles awaiting full cataloging, but you can ignore it because all current records are already fully indexed in CINAHL Complete. Anyways, moving down, excluding Medline records, what that means is that it's going to remove duplicate articles that are already appear in the Medline database. But if you're searching CINAHL only, you can usually leave this one unchecked. A CE module means continuing education module. So what that is that it's going to provide professional development materials and quizzes for nurses and health professionals. Evidence-based practice is going to focus on articles summarizing best clinical evidence. Metasynthesis are going to include studies that synthesize multiple sources of research. Human is going to limit results to studies involving human subjects rather than animal research. The next two, first author is a nurse or any author is a nurse, is just going to make sure that at least either the first author or any of the authors of the publication are a nurse. A randomized controlled trial is going to limit your results to experimental studies testing an intervention. Pregnancy is going to restrict your searches to just results dealing with pregnancy. And then similarly for inpatients or outpatients. And if you scroll down further, you can change the publication date to search for anything that's been published. You could also search for just the past 12 months, past 5 years, or past 10 years. Or maybe there's a custom range that you want to input, and you would just click this and then input the date that you want to search through. Additionally, there's author or a specific publication that you can use. Clinical queries, depending on which type of area you are looking in. As you can see, there's therapy, prognosis, review, qualitative, or causation. The journal subsets are specifically dealing with different areas of the journals and topics. And geographic subsets similarly are to as you can imagine, the subset of certain geographical regions. Just an extension, location of practice, also because some standards might be different in different areas. Language, just of course you would choose a language you would prefer. Publication type, there are plenty of them here. You could look for just abstracts, even algorithms, anecdotes, books, care plans, case studies, clinical trials, even code of ethics, computer programs. There are a ton of options here to help narrow your search and make it as focused as possible. You can also choose evidence-based care sheet. And what an evidence-based care sheet is essentially a concise summary of best practices for specific conditions. But as you can see, there are a ton of resources and options available to you there. As we go down, we can also look at specific age ranges if there's a specific group that you're looking at, and special interest, dealing with, say, advanced nursing practice or consumer health or home health care, whatever area you want to focus on specifically. So there are a ton of filters there for you to help narrow your search more specifically. But just to show you how this works, I'm just going to limit it to full text and peer-reviewed. And I'm going to hit search. So after running your search, you're going to want to review your results list. You can click a title to open the full record and read the abstract, view subject terms, or explore related CINAHL headings, which are all given to us down here. We have the subject, major subjects, minor subjects, the abstract, and we even have the special interest. To access the article, you can hit Access Now PDF, which will take you to a new window with the PDF available to you, or you can download it to your device immediately by hitting the download button. Additionally, you can also cite the source here by clicking this, and it's going to make a citation for you. However, I would just warn you to always double check these. They are not perfect, so they work well for the drafting stages if you just want to remember what the source is, but always double check them for consistency. And there are plenty of options available to you here, such as MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard style. And also, you can share them directly to your Google Drive, OneDrive. You can email them to yourself or create a link to send to someone else or yourself. I'm going to go back to the main screen here. So now back on the main screen, you'll also notice on the filters row here, there's CINAHL headings. So these are official subject terms used to describe each article, similar to medical subject headings or MESH terms in PubMed. So here you can type in whatever it is that you would need to look for, and it would bring up all the headings that possibly relate to it. So that is a good resource if you want to find articles on the same topic, even if different authors use different wording in speaking about a particular topic. Going back here on the results list, you'll even see little tabs for evidence-based care sheets, as I explained. This particular one doesn't actually have any, but in a general search, you're probably going to find some. Quick lessons, there none for this one as well, most likely because the quotation marks. And even videos, if there are any related to it. There are plenty of them here. And so that's all for CINAHL. CINAHL is a very powerful resource for nursing and allied health students. It's going to help you locate high-quality, evidence-based research and clinical materials in a very systematic way. If you have any questions or want help refining your searches, because there's a lot to sort through here, don't hesitate to reach out to me or any other friendly BC librarian. We're here to help.